Hi, I'm Judy Pringle, Director of Choral Marketing at Sheet Music Plus. And here with me is my friend Mary Lynn Lightfoot, editor of the brand new Choristers Guild series, Sing. Great to have you with me.
Thanks, Judy. It's such a pleasure and an honor to be with you today. This is
Well,
fantastic.
That's great. And congratulations on Sing. What a happy time for you and Choristers Guild.
Thank you. It absolutely is. All the excitement and all the buzz of this new educational choral line. It's been so celebratory. There's so much energy and wonderful passion and excitement in the air right now.
Well, that's great. It must be a special something inside that just keeps your energy going to keep working for school music and for this new publishing venture. It's very exciting, isn't it? Invigorating. And,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because you know my background. I was a choral director. I was a teacher. And I've been so passionate about choral music that works for elementary, middle school, and high school choirs, that keeping that passion, it isn't hard to keep that flame going and that passion alive. So.
Right. And Choristers Guild, my goodness, what they have done for choral music over so many years, and now to be launching a secular catalog with you at the helm. Wow.
Wow.
Good for you.
Thanks. Thank you. As you know, Choristers Guild is such a well-respected catalog.
Indeed.
It's been around, I believe, for 67 years, publishing sacred choral music and also handbell music, which they are also very well known for that. And the fact that we're launching a new educational choral line, I find that just unbelievable, and that they have the faith in me to start making that happen is quite it's quite humbling, yet it's incredibly exciting. Yeah. So the fact that they're wanting to do this and jump right into educational choral, wow, the support's been phenomenal.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. And we have called it Sing, a distinctive choral music for classroom, concert, and festival.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, when trying to come up with the name for the choral line, I made a list of 4 or 5 things, and I really didn't feel quite right about them. So the night before we were having our phone meeting to discuss what we were going to call the line, in the middle of the night I kind of sat up in bed and went, what is it that we do? We sing. So I thought, that may be it. Sing. So when we had our phone meeting the next morning with our marketing person, Ellen, and our executive director, Jim, we just decided this is it, sing. It just seemed a natural fit. I love the one word. Mm-hmm. The word sing has energy.
Indeed.
It's also distinctive.
Right.
It has life about it, so it just felt right.
And it's easy to remember.
Yes, I need that, right? There are many days I need that.
And also, I'm very impressed with this inside page on some of the product. It's got resources for choral success through creating, performing, responding, and connecting. Love it. Tell us about that.
Well, we are very fortunate in that there's a wonderful, wonderful music educator by the name of Michael Jothan. Michael's also a composer,
sure.
Right, and well known pour his work, probably mostly in the sacred arena, but he's also written secular music as well. Michael was a member of the 2014 National Standards Committee. And he also happens to be a Choristers Guild board member.
Okay.
So this learning resource page, which we affectionately call an LRP, is Michael's vision and his brainchild. And Michael and I have known one another for many, many years. And it was my purpose to launch and start this choral line, really making a difference, really doing something important and something that no one else is doing. And not only talking the talk, but also walking the walk. And Michael had this vision, so we had a go-to meeting with Jim Rindelab, our executive director, and we decided to do this. And what it is basically a page where we talk about certain components, of course, the 4 components which of the national standards: creating, performing, responding, and connecting. So Michael has authored and written all of these lesson plans, which will engage your students, and they correlate with the new 2014 national standards.
Wonderful.
You'll see there's a key vocabulary. The vocabulary words are highlighted, and you can see on this side, this particular piece is dealing with the performing aspect and the performing part of the national standards. And up here, it even specifically guides you to which parts of each national standard this particular piece will address, and this particular lesson plan to engage your students.
Yeah,
you know.
what
So,
a great gift
and
to
then
teachers.
yeah, and then eventually you can go on our website. We hope to be live mid to the end of April with this website, where there may be little video clips of writers talking about their music. If it's set to a famous poem, we may have a poet's bio. We'll link you to the NAFMA National Standards. We'll have the key vocabulary, a glossary, you know, all those things. So it's very, very exciting.
It is exciting.
We
indeed.
want to help choral directors do what they want to do and what they need to do, but they don't have time to do this.
Well,
They
they'll
are
be
so
very
stretched
grateful.
anyway,
They
so we
will
want to be there
grateful,
for them.
Indeed. Well, that's great. So, Mary Lynn, you have this project, and you get on the phone and the email and the computer, and you call up your composers and say, "Guess what?" And
Right.
hey, by the looks of the music, you got a good reaction. But what was the reaction?
Oh, the reaction was unbelievable. I'm so fortunate. The composers that I work with, well, first of all, they're very much like family to me. Most of them I've worked with for many, many years. And they are just as excited as I am about it. And I think once you peruse our new first release and peruse the music that they've written for this first release, you will agree that it is their best writing to date. And I can honestly say that because I've been editing their music for many years.
Yes, you have.
And they came through like champions. This music is fabulous in this first line, and I know I'm prejudiced about it, but they really came through, and there's a lot of excitement.
Well,
a lot of
bravo to
excitement.
them and bravo to
Yes,
you.
bravo
Yes,
to them.
indeed. And you have some of your own titles in the catalog, I'm
I
happy to
do.
see. And I have them here in my hand, so why don't I just give them to you and
Oh,
ask you
great.
to talk about them.
Oh,
Introduce the title.
sure.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, this first piece, Wake Me a Song, the text is by Abram Joseph Ryan, and unfortunately this summer I lost a very dear friend to brain cancer, and I wanted to do something to honor her life. She was a jazz trombonist and also sang in choirs her whole life. And growing up through high school, I think even at the collegiate level. But this text seemed appropriate to honor her life. And this piece, most don't come really, really quickly a lot of times. This piece happened very quickly, so I felt it was meant to be. And I set it for SATB with piano accompaniment. And I also wrote an SSA edition and also a 3-part mixed edition of it. So I hope everyone will take a look at this because
is
it's
very
a very
beautiful.
personal
Yes.
piece to me and a very special piece to honor my friend Stephanie.
Thank you.
Hit 'em up a tune. We're really going to change gears with this one. I think most people look at me for pieces, turn to me for pieces to sing with their middle school choirs. I think that's a niche where people turn to me. And so I want to fill those needs for them since they're looking for me to do that. And one of the things that I don't do often, if you know my music, is I don't do much arranging. I pretty much birth the piece
Right, yeah.
from the beginning. But this one I had a blast, and it's called Hit 'em Up a Tune. And I wanted to do something in a fun, hoedown style that incorporated American folk songs. So here we have parts of Turkey in the Straw, which I just did the high tuck-a-haw part. Then we have a little of Skip to Maloo, Hop Up My Ladies, the Old Brass Wagon, and of course you can't end without Old Dan Tucker.
Okay.
Now, the tricky part, Judy, was I wanted this to be a 2 minutes I didn't want this to be a 4 or 5 minute long medley.
Okay.
So I call it a medleyette. A little medleyette. So 2 minutes of hit 'em up a tune.
Okay.
SAB, and then I did a 2-part treble.
Wonderful.
And I think I'm known for my Latin settings.
Yes, you are.
And here's Cantate, a concert or festival opening piece. A little bit of Latin and a little bit of English involved, but very, very easy. SAB in 2-part, I think I said that. But very fanfare-esque, and then lots of energy and rhythmic vitality in the piece. Again, accompanied by piano. And you know, we just got done with the holidays, but it was really fun doing Happy, Happy Holidays. This works great for upper elementary and middle school as well. It's 2-part treble, and although there's lots of original Mary Lynn music in here, what do people want to hear during the holidays? They want to hear the familiar. They want to hear something familiar. So I've incorporated little snippets in fun ways, sometimes in the piano, sometimes in the voices of both Deck the Hall and Jingle Bells. So a little fun way. It could be your opener, it could also be your closer, or you could use it as an encore as well.
Wonderful.
So kind of fun.
Well, that's just great.
Thanks.
You know, this is kind of a difficult question because in the industry, we measure the success of music with our sales. You know, retailers do that, publishers do that, and I know you have to do that too, and you roll.
Part of my job.
How, musically, and as a musician, and as a teacher and choral director and expert that you are, how else do you measure the success of this material?
I really think I can speak for all my composers as well. Most of us have been choral music educators, music teachers, or still are. And all of my writers, and myself included, we care about writing music that makes a difference in young people's lives. We want our music to inspire. We want people to feel something. We want there to be things within our music that are teachable. We want the choral directors to be able to teach, find things in our music to teach. But what really is the success and the satisfaction of it all is, like this week at National ACDA Convention, when choral directors are coming up to your booth going, you know, I did your piece last week, and they have tears in their eyes. You will never know how much it meant to my students to be able to sing this piece. And even some of the students here who have performed our music were coming up to our composers at the booth and sharing their experiences. And you might get an email or a private message on Facebook, of course, and letting you know how your music has made a difference in their lives, or how it has touched them, or how it's made the choral director's job easier and more fun. And that, to me, that's what keeps us going.
Measurement, and it's rewarding as well.
Absolutely.
Right. Can you give us a sneak peek into 2016?
You mean, wait a minute. It's already time to do 2016 release. I've just started. Actually had a planning meeting with composer Victor Johnson a couple of weeks ago. And I'm starting to have planning meetings with some of the writers who write numerous pieces for me in the release. And I actually have a stack of manuscripts in my office that have come across my email, and they're waiting for me to get back next week and start the reviewing process. I've already accepted a couple of pieces, and they actually are by brand new composers, both
wonderful.
of them. And I'll be actively planning and strategically putting the release together with all our regular writers and some new ones as well. And we've been talking about a project or two, collections and the like. And you'll see some more of that as next year and the following year. I'm thinking of vocal solo books and choral collections and some resources that will hopefully be of assistance. So.
Well, that's wonderful. I'm so excited to be promoting your material at Sheet Music Plus, and I wish you every success with this new series. And thanks for being with me today and talking about Sing. And you always make me smile, and so does your music. So it's been delightful. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Judy.
Mary
This has
Lynn.
been fantastic. Thank you, dear.
So friends, you can find all the Sing publications at www.sheetmusicplus.com. And I hope you will visit us soon and look for these wonderful new titles from Mary Lynn Lightfoot, editor of Sing. Thanks for listening.